Today, we're talking bags. Alright guys, today we're talking bags. More specifically, the Vanguard VEO49. So I got a lot of bags. Like any photographer, we're always looking for the perfect bag, right? And we just never seem to find it. I don't think it's out there. It's not out. If it's out there, I haven't found it personally. So recently I took a trip to Chicago and I needed a bag to fit all my gear in. Because like an idiot, I wanted to take every piece of gear I owned just in case I might use it. Big mistake, but nevertheless, I needed a bag that would fit all my gear so I could take it with me. Usually my day-to-day, I got a smaller bag, kind of more of a daily carry type setup. So I didn't really have anything suited for bulk carry. So after doing a little bit of research, I came across this bag. I tried looking for reviews on it, found maybe one or two that were decent, and figured, hey, why not pull the trigger? It's a low end, cost-wise, it's on the lower end, so it's not a $600 Peter McKinnon bag. I believe it was around $200. I'll put the link below in the description. I mean, it was here like the next day through Amazon. So yeah, I gave it a shot and it ended up working out quite well. I do like this bag. It's a great looking bag. Has little leather accents. I mean, it's sleek. It doesn't give off the whole camera bag vibe. Just kind of a sleek, minimalistic, low-key bag. It definitely holds the gear well. So I figured, let me go ahead and drop a review in case you guys are in the market for a bag, and let's jump right into it. All right, starting off, we'll go over the exterior of the bag. All in all, good looking bag. I got the black finish. Got kind of this matte black waterproof type material here. You got these, leather stitched pulls. Everything seems to be smooth. They're not YKK from what I can tell, but I had no issues with them. You got these nice kind of leather accents going on here for the straps. Metal D-ring, more leather accents. Got some leather on the handles. So all in all, pretty decent exterior. I mean, it's a sleek looking bag. Doesn't really give off the camera bag vibes. Kind of low key. It's thin. It's a lot thinner than most travel backpacks that I've seen, which is a good thing. Kind of keeps it low and compact, lets you maneuver around a little bit better. Straps, they're okay. They're padded. They're thin. Wouldn't say the best in the world, but they definitely get the job done. You can fit the Peak Design capture clip on there, which is a must for me. Has a water bottle pocket here on the side with the strap, so you can throw a water bottle in there, throw your tripod in there, hold it down. I do have the Peak Design travel tripod, fits in there nicely. No issues with that. A lot of zippers, so you have this main front zipper pocket that's a pass-through. So it's pretty big, goes all the way up to the top here and all the way down to the bottom. So I don't know, you could fit some flat things in there. I was throwing like my batteries and whatnot just in this pocket because I had most of the other pockets filled when I was walking the streets. Has this little top pocket here. Has a little back pocket for your passport or whatnot, kind of covered by this little flap, little hidden compartment there. That's always a nice touch. Where's that? It has a side access on top of the side access panel. Has a little zipper pocket here. Not very big, not very deep, but does the job. And then it has your side access. So I'm not a big side access guy. I don't really use it. If anything, I'll throw a lens right there. And that way I kind of have quick access to a lens if I'm lens swapping on the go. So yeah, that's the outside of the bag. I mean, all in all, good looking bag. It does have a little strap for your luggage. I never really used it. I would just kind of set it on top of my luggage and kind of hold the handle with it. But it does have the strap. It does have the chest clamp. So if you have this thing loaded down, you're able to get a little bit more support. It did not come with a waist strap. So that's one thing. If you do have this thing loaded down with gear and you're not able to get that little bit of extra support, puts everything on your shoulders. So it could get pretty tiring pretty quick. So that's it for the outside of the bag. All in all, pretty good bag. Great look, love the look, love the minimalistic, sleek kind of vibe it's got going. Has a little top handle here with a little leather accent and this side handle here. So yeah, all in all, great looking bag from the outside. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in. This is a back loader. One great feature about this is it's a back loader, but it doesn't pull back with the straps. I've seen a lot of bags where the zipper goes around the straps and then the straps end up coming down and now you got your straps laying on the floor, and then when you go to put it on, you know, whatever dirt or debris is kind of left on your straps. So one good thing is they tucked the zipper off behind the straps. So your straps are still here, good, not getting dirty, and this kind of just flaps open. I mean, it barely lays on the ground. So great feature, good job on that one. A lot of space, as you can see. Pretty wide open concept, a bunch of dividers. Their dividers are pretty thick, pretty padded. Overall, pretty decent amount of space. I had a 70 to 200 G Master in here. I had my Sigma 35 millimeter, my Sigma 85 millimeter. I had my A7 IV. Then I had my GoPro, and then have just some other random things stuffed in here. So it does fit quite a bit of gear. Does hold 15-inch laptop. I have my 15-inch MacBook Pro in here. You could probably get away with holding something a little bit bigger too. Plenty of space. It's pretty wide open. Only thing is when you shut it, it does get a little bulky on the back, especially if you have your gear in here. So, but 15-inch, no problem. One thing, this is a 70 to 200 lens Sigma. You cannot put it in there vertically. I mean, you can, but then your laptop's hitting it, it gets bulky, it's sitting on your back. So for the bigger lenses as of this, I recommend throwing in sideways. My 85 mil I was able to put in there, you know, vertically. But anything bigger than that, I'd probably recommend long ways, just so you know you're not hitting it, damaging it, or it's just uncomfortable on your back. So there's pros and cons of having such a thin bag, right? You're limited on space when it comes to stashing lenses in there vertically, but you're also getting that sleek look and that sleek feel. So definitely two things to weigh, but I didn't mind it. I traveled with, I believe, 3 lenses, which was plenty, 3 or 4 lenses, and I don't mind putting them in there sideways. Not a problem for me. So just one thing to keep in mind if you are going to purchase this bag. So, but other than that, I mean, as you can see, decent amount of space, good quality, good dividers. Also, you see I have it kind of divided with this top section. You are able to rip this top section out and just have it wide open to stash all your gear. But me, I like having this little compartment, throw some things up top. Snacks, you always need snacks, good place because it has this top access. So easy access to your snacks or your batteries or whatever you got on the go, you're able to just kind of get right in it. For this top part, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It has these straps that kind of hold it down, right? Magnetic. I mean, it's a good touch, but when you open it, it's kind of just closes. I mean, it's not my favorite. I do like the roll tops, gives you a little bit of added space when you need it. This, you're limited to what's there, right? I mean, it is a decent amount of space, but once you start loading it, you know, it becomes a little bit of a hassle to get in and out of it. I don't know, I'm just not a fan. It keeps the bag looking sleek and kind of boxed off. I get it, but would have definitely liked maybe a roll top or something a little bit more functional up top. But I mean, not a huge complaint. It wasn't a make or break, just you know, not one of my favorite features. So all right, let's go ahead and get into some of the likes and dislikes. We'll start off with the dislikes of this bag. So first dislike, and maybe one of the biggest complaints, is these straps. When you have this thing loaded down with all your gear, your tripod, your lenses, your camera, everything else you got to take with you, it tends to be a little heavy. And these straps, they don't do it for me. I mean, they're thin, they're a little bit padded, but with no waist strap, so you're carrying the whole load on your shoulders. Does get a little tiring. It's not comfortable, especially with all the gear. Now, if you're using this for daily, perfect. Once I got to my destination, I unloaded all of my gear, threw a camera and a lens in there, and walked the streets. Perfect. Couldn't even feel the bag on my back. But when you're traveling from point A to point B with all your gear, it becomes a little bit troublesome. So I don't mind it because it's just the travel portion. I usually don't have it on my back. I usually have it resting on my luggage, my roll luggage. So I never really felt the effects of it. But if you're one of those that takes all your gear everywhere and always has it on your back, this might not be the bag for you. But if you're just going kind of to a destination and then pulling out your camera and kind of going from there, carrying light from there, then, you know, this bag is great. It's great for walking the streets. It's that minimalistic look, keeps it sleek. So another feature that I don't like is side access, right? Don't mind it. Don't mind that it's there. I'm not a side access guy like the back loaders, but what is this? I mean, what kind of design flaw is this right here? I don't know what they were thinking here. So you got your side access panel, but then you got this handle right here. So you got to fish for the, and look at this. Like, what were they thinking on this one? Not quite sure. So this is just purely in the way. This would be great if it was a water bottle holder and, you know, you had your handle here, but for side access with the handle point here, not really sure. It makes you not even want to use it, because then it's like so troublesome just to get it open and closed. It's like, I don't know, design flaw, not my favorite feature. But since I really don't use the side access, it wasn't a big deal to me. But if you're one of those that does like the side access, does prefer it, then definitely know that it could be a little troublesome getting in and out. I mean, if you just have the flaps wide open like this, just flapping around, you know what I mean? If that's what you're into, then it shouldn't be a problem. Boom, in and out. But if you got them connected, you know, trying to keep it nice and tight, then gets a little bit of an inconvenience there. So that's another feature, not for me. No go. But other than those two, the straps and the side access, I really don't have a problem. Everything else, I think they could have done a little bit better job with the luggage pass through. It is kind of just this little flimsy strap that really doesn't hold nothing, especially when you got it loaded with gear and you set it on your luggage. It just blah, right? So would have been cool just to see, like, you know, one of them elastic straps going across, you know, with a little bit more width to it to make it a little bit more secure. But other than that, no real complaints. The straps weren't that big of a problem because it was on my luggage the majority of the time, and the side access, which I don't really use, but when I tried it was an inconvenience, so I just stopped. But other than that, no real complaints on this one. All right, let's get into the pros of this backpack. So first of all, first pro right off the rip, the appearance. It looks good. It looks fantastic. I love the way this bag looks. It's kind of that sleek, minimalistic. I keep saying it, but it's true. It's just a good looking bag, right? It's not too much. It's not loud. It's kind of low key. Doesn't scream camera bag, and it looks good on you when you're walking the streets. So if one thing you're into is looking good while you're walking the streets, hey, this bag might be for you. I think they offer it in a different color, but it was like burgundy or red or something, not my vibe. So I prefer the black anyways, kind of keeps it low profile. So the leather accent touches, definitely a vibe. Love that. Love the touches they got going on. Metal D-rings. I mean, overall, just the quality, the look of the bag is great. Another pro, this thing, I know it's water, I believe it says it's water resistant, but let me tell you, I walked around in the Chicago snow for hours, got back to my hotel, the whole top was layered with snow, every crack and crevice was just covered in snow, but I opened it up and it was dry as can be. So it definitely does keep your gear dry. I wasn't in a torrential downpour, so I can't attest to that, but it definitely held the snow and the melting snow out of the bag. So huge plus there. Another plus, the zippers, for not being YKK, I mean, they are smooth. They're smooth. You got these nice long zipper pulls, and it's just no issues, no problems, no snags. Even up here when I had it completely filled and bulked up, zippers had no problem. I mean, they're buttery. So for not YKK, I'm not sure what they are, but they're definitely nice. No complaints. Another pro, as I talked about before, is the straps not being part of the open back panel. That's a huge plus for me, especially if you're in, on a dirty street and you're trying to swap a lens real quick. You don't got to worry about your straps getting all dirty and then putting them back on. So huge plus. Another plus is just all the pockets, the storage. Right here you got your easy access pocket. Does have the passport pocket, as we discussed. Just a good bit of storage. Overall, not bad. Has this large pass-through. I'm still not quite sure what I would, what you would use this for, but it's there and it's huge. I mean, it's literally, first of all, come on, what more do you need? And it goes literally all the way to the tip top. So a lot of storage, just a lot of room. So the one thing that blows every other travel bag out of the water is this bag fits under the airport seat. That was huge for me. So I was looking into the Peter McKinnon travel bag and it would not fit under the seat. So I like to travel light. I take a small carry-on luggage and I take my camera bag. So if I have a travel camera bag that won't fit under the seat, now I have two carry-on luggages that it's not convenient for me. So with this being able to fit under the seat and being able to stow my luggage up top, game changer. Having my gear on me, I hate putting my gear up in the bins and it being away from me. I mean, you guys know gear is not cheap. You have thousands of dollars of equipment and laptop and lenses and everything else, and you're just gonna stow it in some, you know, bin overhead somewhere. Don't like that. I like it right at my feet. I know where it's at. I can get anything out of it, and this slides right under there like a glove. So that right here was the major seller for me on this bag. I don't know about you, but if you know, don't like to travel light and you don't mind throwing your gear up in a bin, then, you know, you can go a little bigger. But for me, I compromised a little bit of space for the ability to keep it with me at all times. So, all right, let's jump on back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this bag. Okay guys, final thoughts on this bag. I say it's a go. I definitely buy it again. It's great for daily, for sure. It'll get the job done for travel. And it fits under your airplane seat. I mean, what more can you want? It looks good, it's sleek, it's stylish, it's cheap. I believe it was around $200. I'll put the price up on the screen. But I mean, best bang for your buck. I mean, right here. Unless you want to go, you know, spend the, you know, $600 on what they're charging for these camera bags nowadays. I mean, you're more than welcome to. But if you're looking kind of for the best bang for your buck, this is definitely a good quality, good looking bag that I recommend. So yeah, as long as you don't, now let me step back. If you carry your gear with you all the time and you're always carrying a heavy load, this might not be the bag for you. So, but I mean, best bang for your buck, this is your guy. This is the one. I mean, come on. I did order the Peter McKinnon everyday carry bag. Waiting on it to come in. If you're a part of that Kickstarter, you know the troubles that we've been dealing with. So they locked in orders. I'm waiting for it now. So hopefully I get that bag in. I'm able to use it for a little bit and give you guys another review on that one. But this one, definitely a buy. Bag rips, great, did me good. No complaints. So, all right guys, I think that about wraps up today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't already, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to drop more of these review type vlog style videos. Still gonna be dropping the POVs, but just kind of trying to expand my content creation, learn more, grow more, and just see where it goes. So yeah, until then, take a walk.